Riding over the Tioga Pass was never in the original plans, but it's one of those roads that if given the opportunity, I never pass it up. Highway 120 spans about 110 miles and runs east to west over the Sierra Nevada mountain range. Our original plan was to get back over to the 395 via Sonora Pass, but with some unexpected road closures, our plans changed and we had to improvise. And although I kind of wanted to do Sonora because I'd never done it before, I think most people would agree that the Tioga Pass is hard to beat and is probably better than Sonora. The Tioga acts as the eastern entrance to Yosemite National Park if you're coming from the 395, and it's the highest pass elevation-wise in the state of California at almost 10,000 feet. The views are insane, the curves are carve-worthy, and for me and my crew, there's really nothing better than a top-of-the-world mountain pass. And although this tacked on a little bit of extra mileage to an already long day, we were looking at about a 10-hour day in the saddles. It's about 500 miles to home. But honestly, the detour was a prime motorcycle road, so no one was really complaining. Because after all, who can really complain when you're on a motorcycle and you're headed back into the Sierra? Morning from Pinecrest, California. So we are located right now on the Sonora Pass. Never even heard of Pinecrest before, but we picked it off the map. It was next to a lake, right on the pass in the woods, so we went for it. So the campground here, you got a bunch of these like little rustic cabins everywhere that fit like 2 people or so. We opted for like the townhouse. You got this big green unit behind us right here, and it had like 3 king beds and then 2 pull-out couch beds that were like king size as well. So it fit the bill, so we stayed here and it's pretty nice. So it's about 7:30 a.m. right now, and loading up the bikes right now. Probably about 65 degrees right now, perfect weather, but I know where we're riding, it's gonna be probably 105. Enjoy the cool Alpine air for now, but when we get to the hot stuff, we'll just push through it, I guess. So we've got, I wanna say like a 9, probably a 10-hour day with food stops and everything. It'll probably be about 11-hour day. I think we're probably gonna be riding, I don't know, like 400, 500 miles, something like that. So yeah, it will be a full day for sure. Bike ready?
Bike ready.
Ready to go to the Tioga Pass?
I packed and it was triple-digit heat, and it is 57 degrees. So I'm gonna be a little bit cold this morning, but we're gonna go through it. Also, happy birthday, Maya. It's my daughter's 21st birthday today.
Nice. Happy birthday.
Love you, Maya.
First gas up of the day. Here just outside of Sonora. Because of the closure on 395, we can't do our original plan, which was go through Sonora. So we're backtracking a little bit, going south. We're gonna go over Tioga Pass instead, back over to the 395. Tioga Pass is amazing, so I'm not too bummed out about it or anything like that. But yeah, we got about probably a 10, 11 hour day. We just did a quick breakfast here at the gas station, some protein bars and stuff. But yeah, probably about like 520 miles, 530 miles. So we decided to stop off at Groveland real quick. So we're starting the 120 Tioga Pass. This is kind of like one of the gateway towns to the Tioga Pass. We're about 65 miles away from Yosemite Valley. We're not going to drop south into Yosemite Valley. We're just going to continue to take the Tioga Pass all the way across to the 395 and then head down the 395 back into Southern California, San Bernardino, LA area. So yeah, we just took a quick little stop off here. A lot of really cool towns to explore along these passes up here in the Sierras. I wish I could spend like a month up here just exploring all these little towns. All right, so we're riding through Yosemite. I didn't realize we were gonna have to go into the park, but yeah, there is a pay station for 30 bucks there that we weren't expecting to pay. Of course, Nick had his annual pass, so he lucked out, but we're officially in Yosemite and we're gonna ride through Yosemite. We're not gonna go into the valley though. We're just gonna go over the 120 Tioga Pass, so it'll just be a blow through.
Well, we don't have to blow completely through. I mean, me and Mickey, it's our first time coming through Yosemite on motorcycles.
Yeah,
My first time, period.
My first time on a bike.
I've only ever seen it on YouTube.
Hey, and we get to see Matt Laidlaw do it.
And we can see Matt Laidlaw do it.
In person.
I watched his YouTube video of him go through Yosemite, and I had the biggest FOMO.
It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. All right, well, let's do this. We're here.
This is my first time in Yosemite. I'm really excited. So I gotta keep my modular down, otherwise you're just gonna see my goofy smiles the whole time.
Yosemite right now on the 120. This is absolutely beautiful. Great road.
out here. We got some brothers coming.
So one of the rules of the road that we always try to abide by is if we're going to take an extended break, we got to find a place with a view. So this spot here is just before Olmsted Point, which has an amazing view, by the way, but it's usually pretty crowded, and that was definitely the case this day. So by stopping a little bit before that, we were able to have an entire area by ourselves and grab some of those pictures without a bunch of people in the background and extra cars and things like that. All right, we're sitting here up at the top of Tioga Pass. Nick is setting up the money shot, the hero shot right now. Had some spicy beef jerky.
No, you're on the wrong side, dude.
My bad, dude.
Nice, Nick.
Good job.
Way to hustle.
Anything for the shot?
Check it out. Let us know how it turned out.
A little behind the scenes, guys, how you get those money shots. Nick sets a timer and then runs for dear life across 2 lanes of traffic, nearly avoiding death, and gets the shot. If I had to choose a favorite side of the Tioga Pass, I would definitely say it's the eastern side. The eastern side of the 120 is where you really start to feel like you're in Yosemite National Park. Yes, the valley floor is beautiful and we didn't get an opportunity to do that this trip, but it's a lot more congested down there and it's a lot more slower paced down there as well. And although we did hit some traffic on the 120 above the valley floor, it's still, in my opinion, the more favorable motorcycle road. Very hard to beat Yosemite, guys. Yosemite, it's got to be one of the best, most beautiful national parks in the country. This place is always just breathtaking. So we just completed the Tioga Pass successfully. Incredible road, by the way, guys. Ebbets Pass, Tioga Pass, right through the heart of the Sierras. Amazing roads if you guys ever have the opportunity to check them out. Now we start off with this Tioga Gas Mart, which is on the east side of Tioga Pass, basically. Filled up with gas. Supposedly there's a place called Whoa Nellie Delli or something like that in here. A customer that came in, we suggested it, he said it was really good, so we're gonna check it out. So we're just talking here with the guys here, and now that we've gone over both passes, I wanted to see which one they liked the best, which one they preferred. I kind of liked Ebbets Pass better. Maybe it's because it was just kind of less traffic. Like if you're not on a bike, like there's like very little through traffic, which was cool. I think for just like sheer grandeur and beauty, probably Tioga. But I put a lot of stock in just like going where most people don't go and just having like these really sketchy, tight, technical, windy roads. I thought that was really cool, like these hidden lakes and everything. But let's see what Mickey thinks. What'd you think? Which pass?
Dude, we just did Tioga, and that was absolutely breathtaking. The views were amazing, but like Matt said, just being out, there was nobody else out there on Ebbets Pass. That was a really fun ride. I'd do both of them. Honestly, if you're coming up here, you got to do both. You can't do one and not the other, right? Yeah. I think you're right. I think Ebbets is the way to go because there's no other traffic. We got a lot of tourist traffic out here. It's the Jeeps, they're like flexing on the curb. There's no parking, and they're just like pulled over with two of their tires on the sidewalk and two of their tires in the middle of the road. Nah.
Dude, it's a Jeep thing. You wouldn't understand, Mickey.
I like them both for different reasons. Ebbets Pass for rideability, because we kind of flew through it, just no traffic going through. Tioga, which is the Yosemite, right? We just went through. Tioga is absolutely stunning, like Mickey said. It's breathtaking. I couldn't keep my eyes on the road because you're just looking around all the time. But you have to be careful because there's a motorhome that'll slam on the brakes or a Honda CR-V. Yeah. But I was also doing the same thing, so I can't really complain. So that's my opinion.
Evan?
It was all beautiful. I love the one we just did. It was a Tioga Pass. It was beautiful, just breathtaking. Every twist and turn you come around, there's a better view every turn. So I'm gonna have to go with that one.
Have you ever been through there?
No, first time through there.
Hey, me too, man.
First timers here?
First timers.
A sticker for the bottle. Bogan. Live long, Bogan. When planning the return home ride from the Sierra, you either have to come home on the east side of the Sierra or the west side. Personally, I much prefer the east side because you get to use the 395 South, which is the same road that we took in, and typically I don't like to backtrack on the same road, but because the 395 hugs the Sierra so closely and you have a lot of those awesome mountain views in the background, plus it's not really a main vein for traffic like trucks and things like that, I much prefer it to the alternative of the 99 on the west side of the Sierra. We took that route home a few years ago when we headed up to Yosemite, and it's just a big major interstate that's a lot hotter. It's lower elevation, you have a lot more of the semi-truck traffic, and the scenery is pretty much garbage. So going back to what I said about the 395 earlier, even though we're backtracking, the 395 is such a better alternative to the west side in my opinion. So we saddled up, we got ready for the heat. The further south we went, like the closer we got to Victorville, the hotter it was getting. But when there's so much elevation change in your ride, you got to take the good with the bad. You can't really expect to be comfortable temperature wise when you're changing elevation so much in one day. Thought for a second, Evan thinks his front brake master cylinder might be leaking a little bit, so we're doing a quick roadside repair inspection. Maybe we won't repair, we'll see.
You just felt it on your hand or what?
No, I just looked down and saw there's a little bit of moisture, and then I saw it was kind of like dripping back this way. So,
you know, unless you have a gasket or something, you might not really help by taking that off.
I don't think we were going to take it off. I think just for now, just.
There's not much else we can do, so I might as well just keep an eye on it.
And I have pressure.
Don't crank it too much. Alright.
Yeah, I was just trying to run it and look at it when we get to the shop on tomorrow.
Just don't use your brakes, dude. They only slow you down anyway. So use only your rear brake.
It's chopper style, dude.
So we're backtracking down the 395 again. We're back here in Lone Pine where we started the day yesterday. And it is 95 degrees right now according to my bike. So yeah, absolutely scorching hot. So we got about 250 miles more. Yeah, it's gonna be probably 4 or 5 more hours to get back home. I think it's gonna cool down a lot once the sun goes down. But yeah, getting back down over the pass and everything is gonna be brutal. Yeah, we're gonna stop here for a second, cool off, regroup, and go back and hit the road again.
Camper's going to come on it.
How's that feel?
Oh, the water's kind of warm actually.
This is going to get me home very comfortably for about an hour. And I want my soles to get wet. I know they're gonna.
Oh God, let's just get right up in there.
Yeah, baby.
Oh God.
Oh.
Road.
Nice. I'm ready.
Signing off here, guys. We're in Kramer Junction. We got about 120 miles before we get home. And yeah, it's warm, but it's probably about like 4 o'clock right now, so it's cooling down a little bit, thank goodness. Still probably about 90, 95 degrees, but successful ride. This has been a lot of fun. So we're gonna head down the rest of the way to the 395 to the 15, head down the 15 into San Bernardino, and then part our separate ways from there. But this has been a fun trip. Sierras, awesome. Yeah, awesome place. Great riding over the mountain passes, just epic. So another successful ride in the books. The Sierra Nevada will always be one of my favorite places to ride. Maybe it's the sky-high mountain passes riding through the clouds. Maybe it's the picturesque Alpine skylines. Maybe it's riding through the canyons with the sheer rock granite walls on either side of you. Or maybe it's cruising through a significant part of California's gold rush history. Whatever it may be, there's only one thing I know for sure. It's best experienced on two wheels. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. If you want to continue to come along on the ride with us, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We got plenty more roads to travel in the USA. Next stop, we're headed into the Smoky Mountains to slay the dragon.